During this course, we're not going to be dealing with any kind of real-world data like an address, but we are going to be dealing with cards. So next, let's see why an object is an ideal representation for a card inside of our JavaScript program. So first of all, let's deal with the deck of cards. So this is all the set of cards that our program is going to deal with, and this is an array. So an array implies order. An array contains the same kind of data. So we're going to take an array and we're going to put a bunch of objects inside. So for each individual card, what kind of data does this card contain? So we said we needed a deck of cards, this array of card objects, and that implies some order and some things like there's 52 cards. What about an individual card? What kind of data do we need to hold in there, and what kind of logic is that data going to enable? So within most games of cards, the cards are being compared against each other. So in order to do that comparison, in order to differentiate the cards from each other, what kind of information do the cards need to hold? If I were to create an object that represents a single card, then I would have to think about what fields I want inside this object. So to begin with, I could just start with the simple case of name field and then putting the entire name of the card in this field, like 2 of hearts. So I know that for all the cards in my deck, I'm eventually going to want to compare them to each other. So right now, my name doesn't allow me to do that. I don't have enough information to compare this card against any other card. What I want is probably something like a number, and this will allow me to do the Boolean operation on this card versus another card like the 3 of hearts. However, this starts to break down when we get to the face cards, because the face cards don't have numbers, but they still have a rank within the suit. So actually, we could say that this one is 12. So maybe rank is a better name for this field. Another feature of my system of representing cards and deck of cards is that I need to decide beforehand the fields that I have in each of my objects. And they all need to be the same. So obviously it wouldn't make any sense for me to change the spelling of rank or to call this field card name and the other field just name. So I just need to standardize this in a way that I think is going to be most convenient for accessing the information inside the card. So I already said that rank, I want to be a number so that I can do Boolean less than or greater than operations. I also think that it would be nice to have a separate field for the suit of the card, and then have the name only be the title of the card.